Yes, good afternoon. It's Jim from jagfx.com. It is, I think, Thursday the 16th of August 2018. This video is just a bit of a presentation on the Soft4FX Forex simulator. Now, if you guys that have been with me for a while, I've spoken about this before and you'll see links to it everywhere. It's a bit of software that I use to forward test methods. Now, we'll go into it in a second. There is, let's have a look at the website. There it is here. Alright, so if you go to the home page, maybe. Alright, so Soft4FX, and they've got this is their home page. I'll put links to all this in the description below the video. Just go to software and you see the Forex simulator up the top there. Now, previously for testing you had a few options what you could do. Probably the easiest one is just to bring up your chart and go back in history and just look at the setups. It's all well and good, but the problem is you can always see what's coming on the right. So, and you're not really taking trades or anything like that. So, you know, you can see, all right, there's a buy signal here, for example, if it was. Took that and I got, oh yeah, I could have got 120 pips, but yeah, I'll take that sell signal and you can see that there's a big downtrend. So you'd be, whereas in real life you maybe get a bit nervous and start closing out, whereas in this you can see, you know, the trend. So it's probably not the ideal way to do it. I spend a lot of time in historical charts. And what I tend to do is look for setups that aren't very good. So instead of looking for the big screaming winners, I look for where the system gets into trouble. But another way of testing charts, say you want to test from this side here. Oops, stuffed that up, didn't I? Let's try that again. All right. So we'll just move the chart along a bit. What it does, hopefully, keep on stuffing up. All right, it's just I've got to figure out which scroll buttons to press. But what you can do here, for example, is say we go to this candle here. All right, so we've got a look on the very right hand side of the chart. You can press the PF12 key and it takes you one candle at a time, so you can check that on MT4. But again, you jam right up against the right edge of the chart, which is not ideal. I don't like that at all. I just find that too, I don't know what's the word, not claustrophobic, but you know, it's just not in a good position to look at the chart. Option of demo testing in demo mode, but that could be a long time between trades. So that's why I've gone with a simulator software. Now you could use something like Forex Tester 3, but the difference is between Forex Tester 3, which is a very common and very well known one. Forex Tester 3 is actually a complete separate piece of software. It looks like an MT4 platform, but it's not. It also has its own coding language, so if you want to say use my MACD Platinum on Forex Tester 3, you would have to pay someone or code it yourself to suit that platform. So it's a bit of a pain, a bit difficult, and there's a few restrictions on it. Don't get me wrong, it's a very good simulator, Forex Tester 3, a lot more expensive than this one I'm showing you, much more expensive. And I think they've even got like a monthly payment plan. Don't quote me on that, but I'm not sure. But I've used Forex Tester in the past, but that was the old Forex Tester 2, and I didn't mind it. I just found it a little bit clunky and a little bit restrictive without me converting my indicators, etc. So when this Soft4FX simulator was introduced to me, I had a look at it, and the thing I like about it is all it is basically is an EA that goes onto your chart. So you take, it's MT4, I haven't seen one for MT5 yet, so it's only MT4. You put it on your chart as an indicator, as an EA, sorry, then you just it can basically use all the indicators, all your templates, the vast majority of your custom indicators on the simulator. It doesn't use them all, and there is some restrictions on what you can use, especially when you're using higher time frame type indicators where you may have, say, bands or something, or ATR indicator on a higher time frame on charts. It takes a long time to load, etc. So there's a few drawbacks, but for my indicators like the MACD, Platinum, QMP filter, QQE, they all work fine. So you can come to the side here and you can have a look at it. It gives you a bit of a rundown, and like I said, I'll put the links in the video to it. You can trade historical data. Now the great thing about it, tells you what all the pairs you can trade. There's 33 Forex pairs, gold, silver, oil, and 12 stock indices. So all the list of the pairs and what you can, oil, etc. you can trade there. Now this is the good part. You can download, I'll show you in a second, you can download tick data or very accurate prices from Dukascopy or TrueFX, all right? That doesn't cost you any extra, it's all part of the package. Excellent, excellent. You can use your broker's data if you want, but always use the good stuff. Now this is something I've never tried yet. Apparently you can use multiple time frames, something I'll look into, but I just haven't got around to it. I certainly haven't used the software to its full extent yet. I'm still learning every day, and I'll show you something that one of the other members pointed out to me, which I didn't remember or I forgot about. You can use different charts, different time frames, so you're not limited just to the MT4 time frames. You can do 10-minute charts, 2-hour charts, 2-day charts. You can do 45-second charts, Renko, range, tick charts. Huge selection. You can use the built-in economic calendar. I haven't used that yet. We're all concerned about using that. This thing will go back in time and it'll give you non-farm payrolls back on the first Friday in September 2011 or something like that. Something I haven't used. You can use your MT4 indicators and templates, like I said. You can choose 5-day New York close, 5-day charts, which I'll go through in the settings. You can save your simulation. You can control the speed of it. You can rewind it. You've got risk-based position sizing, trade management, visual trading. You can save it, export it. Gives you a lot of the statistics on it. Hotkeys, which I don't even know how to use. And that's just a technical, gives you free updates. I've already had a couple of updates, requirements, what your system requirements are. Now you can download it. You can do, you can do a tester program for free. I think you're limited on what you can do with regards to that. You can only do so many trades in each simulation, but it gives you a very good idea if it works or not. And to buy it, $99 USD. So it's a lifetime license, one person on 2 accounts. I think when they say 2 accounts, I'm not sure if that's on 2 different platforms. I know I use it on 2 different platforms, so it's all good. So great little bit of kit, so let's get in and have a look at it in action. All right, this is my standard MT4 platform. It's just pound yen 4-hour chart with a high probability setup on here. Now, you've got a couple options, all right. So I've obviously already downloaded pardon me, the simulator. Like I said, it's an EA. So I'll just go into my EA and there it is. Soft4FX Forex Simulator. So it's just an EA in my list of EAs. So I can just drag it onto any chart, doesn't matter what chart, any chart. It'll ask you for your email and activation code. Now, obviously, I'm not going to show you guys that, so I'll just pause the video for a second. All right, we're back on. I've loaded the EA. I probably forgot to show you. I'll just go to another. You can, with that, the email and the code, instead of having to look it up each time, you can just save it like as a set file to your EAs, and you can just load it. That's what I've done. So, or you can save this page like this as a template, and you'll see I've got it here. Simulator. That's my template. So if I got rid of this now, So it's got a blank, I'll just put another template back on here, so I'll put the high probability. Alright, so the simulator's gone. Pardon me. I've saved a template here called simulator. And just, there it goes, opens it up. So you can save it as a template. Alright, now I'll go to the data center first. You've got choice new simulation, load simulation, which is like one you've already started and want to resume or have a look at. Or you can go to the data center. It tells you the program's up to date. I've just recently updated. We'll go to the data center. So I'll just show you what that is. So here's all your, this is what happens when you hit the data center. It gives you all your pairs here. Everything that they offer, it is here. You can update it. Most of mine's up to the 25th of July, so I'm not going to worry about updating at the moment. But for example, you look at the euro here, the top one. I've got data from the 5th of May 2003 through the present date. Other pairs like the Aussie New Zealand only goes back to 2006. So all the data's in there. You've got a choice whether you want to use. I always use Duckoscopy, or as I used to call it back in the day, Duckoscopy. We can use TrueFX, I always use that. So it's just where you download it, so it's all fairly simple. Pardon me, I should have brought a drink of water next to me. So there's your data center. Now we'll do a new simulation. So all you do is hit the new simulation button and it brings up this box here. Alright, so it defaults to the Euro USD, so I can pick any pair I want. So I want to do stick with a pound yen. So I pick the pound yen. I start my simulation from, I don't want to start it from 2003, so I can just go there and pick a year. So I want to start it from 2013. January, you can pick your date and pick your time. End simulation, you can pick a date, but I just leave it blank, open. You can choose what currency you want your account to be in. I'll just leave it as pound. Choose your starting balance. You want to start if you're trading. Now, time on charts, you've got GMT, always go to New York close. New York close will give you the 5 daily candles. The GMT will probably give you the 6 candles, that small half day Sunday one. I go to New York close, rewinding allowed, I leave that open all the time. You can always just click on these question marks and it tells you what that refers to, alright? So any of those question marks. Now, pip size, I'm not even sure what that means. I just leave it as 10, so lot size, I'll leave that as default. Again, you can click on these question marks, it doesn't worry me. Leverage, you can choose your account leverage. I just leave it on 1 to 100. Even though I've got accounts that are probably in the 300 to 400 range, I just leave it 100. Spread, I just leave as real, and which is variable. You've got choices there, you can have fixed. Now this one here, then thanks to Isaac, he pointed out that I'm sort of ignoring this field here. So initial history on charts. Now you can click on this question mark and it tells you what it is about. But with say for example the MACD Platinum, it takes a fair bit of data to get it populated and get it actually going. So it's, instead of being a flat line, it's actually meandering around the 0 level. So here you can just change this 15. I wish it was the default. I don't know if you could set it. So I just changed it to about 10,000 or whatever. I think that's the maximum. So change that to 10,000. And that'll mean that everything's up and running from the start date I choose. So all you do is press start simulation. We're on the pound yen, so let's remember that. Pardon me. All right, this is your main control box. We'll go through this in a second, but I want to open a chart now. So all you do is click on charts. Now you've got a choice here of charts. You can move this box around. Standard chart. You've got other choices of seconds, range, Renko, tick, etc. So I just leave it on standard because that's all I do. Now you've got time periods. You've got your basic default time periods in MT4. Then you can custom time frame in minutes, hours or days. So let's say we want to pick an hour chart and we want to do say 6 hours. No, I'll do 8 hours. So we're on the pound yen 8-hour chart. So all you do is come here and click add and this will just populate. You'll see the percentage clicking up. Takes a little while sometimes depending on what time frame, how much data there is and which pair it is. Up here we've got a standard 8-hour chart for the pound yen, and all you do is click on the open, and all this is doing is opening an offline chart, because remember this is MT4, so this is not a default time frame. So now we can just close this chart box and we'll leave the main control box open. All right, I normally just tuck it over the bottom left like that. Now you can see it's just a blank chart. All right, so you can just add your template to it. So for example, I've got a basic template I use for everything. So it's just a clean, naked chart. Or say I want to use my high probabilities template. There it is there. So it's ready to go. So you can do it, you can have a look up here. It tells you exactly when it is now. It's the 1st of the 1st, 2013. That's where we're starting. It tells you here too in this box here. This is the main control box. Now you can do a couple of things here, and I have not used all of this stuff, but I'll give you an idea. Say you don't want to trade, you just want to watch it. You come down to this little blue tab thing here, and you just move it across a bit. Go across here, there's like a play button. Now it's not going quick enough, so we'll just move it. You just move this tab across, and you see the chart starting to move. All right. So I can sit here and watch it in action, which is a great little tool if you just want to see how the charts move and get an idea of pattern recognition. If you want to watch the JagFX RD, which is these blue and orange little trend lines, how they readjust. They don't repaint, because once they present, they never disappear. They just move with candles. So you can see in action here. You can fast forward it, like you can do anything like you can on MT4. Like you can expand the chart a bit, so it gets a bit quick sometimes, and it gets a bit. So you can just pause it like that. Say you want it back to a template, so you get a different template. I'll pick test 1. Not even sure what it is. All right, it's a midline. Now, with this one, basically, the purple line there, whatever colour you want to call it, if price is above that line, I've taken buy trades only. If it's below that line, take sell trades. So just crank it up and you can watch it in action. So as you can see everything happening. Go to another template. What do we got? Mod MACD. Let's have a look at that. Here it is here. Same deal. Bit quick. You can slow it down, have a look. See the trades. All right, let's stop it there. Now, or not. Now, we've got a couple, once you stop it, I've never used the controls up in this box too much, but I tend to use this one. So see, it's got next bar, you can just press next bar. It just takes the next bar. That's how I tend to do my trading. So we'll just get into a area where we're going to get some trade setups. You can go backwards. Where's my reverse button? Previous bar. Sometimes the indicators might mess up a little bit where you have to reset them. Alright, we'll do some trading. You've got a couple options when it comes to trading. Alright, so first thing I would do is open this trade box here. So it shows you trades. So this is what we'll spend some time on now. It doesn't matter what we're trading. I'm just trying to use examples. Doesn't matter if I win or lose. This is not how I trade. I'm just trying to show you how it works. So this is a trade box. There's no trades open at the moment, so there's nothing in there. Now, you control the lot size over here. You can set stop loss pips, take profit pips. You can use templates. You can have presets, trailing stops, and all that sort of stuff. There's plenty there. I tend to use just at market. So you guys, if you get this, you can play with it and have a look. Like for example, I'll press visual mode. I'll show you what it means by, what I was going to do, lots. You can do risk percentage, risk dollars too. So you can set any of that. Instead of actually having pips, you can do equity risk or something like that, or risk in dollars. But I always use lots because that's the way I trade. So for example, I'll hit the visual mode and say there's a sell signal here, right? So I'm going to sell 0.01. Hit the sell. Now what happens, it sort of closes your box down, brings up this other box here. You've got tick and stop loss and tick and take profit. Now all you do, obviously your stop loss is your red line, your take profit's your blue line. So you just move them manually on the chart. It tells you where you're moving them to. You just press accept. It's a pain that this box moves. So it's placed an order for you. You can see it in the trade box here. So sell 1, open, it's got a stop loss, take profit. If you come down here, you can see my equity in this area here and my floating profit loss. I haven't just taken the trade, so that'll just be the spread, all right? So if I move the next candle, it's gone down in my favour. You can see my profits in dollars here, it's $3.92. I can change that to profit in pips if I want, stop loss in pips, etc. There's my floating profit loss, $3.92, which matches up with that. There's my account equity. So all the information's there. So next bar, you can watch that information change. All right, so take one more candle. I just want to show you. All right, so we've definitely got it confirmed. So what I'll do is I want to get rid of that stop and profit because I don't use that. So I'm just going to show you what I use. So I'll get rid of visual mode. Now I'm going to take a buy here, so I've just changed it up to 0.03. I'm going to close this sell completely, so I'm going to take a loss on that. So it's about $9 loss, for example. Close. I'll take the buy. You can do that in any order. So now I'm in a buy. What was I trying to get? About $9. So I just press next. You can see I've got no stop in place. I've got no take profit because I didn't use that visual mode and I didn't set one. So there's $21.19 in profit. Now I can do a partial close because I just want to reclaim that previous loss. So I just close 2, leaves my $7.06 in profit. You can see my equity in my account and my current profit, floating profit loss. So just go up. I'm just showing you a few trades here. Just pick something at random. All right, so $4.30 we're going to lose. We'll take a sell for 0.003. So it puts a sell in trade. I'll close that buy. $4.30 I've got to make up. Hopefully it'll go down or up, doesn't matter. Right, 23.79. We're losing 23, so we lost 4 something in the other one. So about $28 all up. Close. We'll buy 5. Oh, not good. Go one more candle. All right. 46 doesn't matter. Well, I'm just trying to show you what the trading in. So I'll go up 8 and I'll take a sell. I'll close that buy. You can leave that open. It's no worries. It can hedge fine. So we just go down. Or not. Go up. We're just going to take losses after loss here. It doesn't matter. What I'll do is I'll close. I'll take a buy for the same amount. You can see the figures down here. I'll just do a few more candles. I just want to get a few trades going, that's all. All right, so I'll close the buy. I'll take another sell. Doesn't matter what we're doing here, we're just mucking around. All right, so we're back in profit. Were. there we go. So I'll go back, I can reverse the candles, it's no big deal, I'm just showing you what's happened. I'm not trying to show you a brilliant system or anything here, I'm just mucking around. So we'll close all those trades, just close all, or you can close partial, you can close all, just close them all. All right, now say you've finished your simulation. You can go to your history along here, shows you, I'll just bring this box a little bit bigger. So it's got all the stats. So there's all the trades I took, shows you the history, size, all the information you need. Closed trades, a bit more precise. So we lost a bit. There's your graph starting, there's your position size. There's your equity, went up and we closed just above small profit. So we go to stats. We've made a profit of $26.20 in that little muck around. Gives you the drawdown. This is all I usually use, minus 4.3%. Gross profit, so it just gives you like all the stats like you were using in a strategy tester. Profit factor 1.18, number of closed trades, profit trades, lost trades, largest profit, largest loss, average profit, average loss, long, short, trades one. So all the like any strategy tester. Jeez, I can't speak today. On, say for example, on MT4 you're testing an EA. So this is a great piece of equipment. It can be a little bit slow and cumbersome, but because it's got very accurate data, it gets you looking at the charts. It gets you thinking. And all right, so I've just changed the template. Let's just go through a few more. I'll just do point 1. So we've gone up to point 1. So we'll just go from candle to dot to dot. So there's a buy. It's gonna. So we'll take a buy. All right. Get rid of this. Get rid of this pop-up alert. False. So we'll close the buy, we'll take the loss there, 161, and we'll take a sell for 0.3. Try the loss recovery. A bit late, I'll just muck around. So there's your loss recovery, no worries at all. So as I said, you can just move this across. I can close partial. So I want to close 0.2 and recover that previous loss and some. Then all I do here, if I want to say put my stop at break even, just hit break even. Changes the line to red and we're at break even. Look at that. Down the right, we'll close that. You have a look at my graph, going up. Stats will improve, more profit. This is a control box, you can play with this. I don't really use it to its full potential, that's for sure. But all the trades come up, you can use any template you've got here. These are ATR ones, so they will just bog me down, so I don't use that. So what's this divergence one? Nothing on there, it's boring. QMP with Coral, that's one of other readers. Indicators, so yeah. So you can use any template, and it's just a matter of fast forwarding. Like here we go, we'll fast forward this. You can watch indicators, and if you're very concerned about indicators, if they repaint or something like that, you can obviously slow it down. Like I said with the JagFX RD, what's Mod MACD2? Let's have a look at Mod MACD2. It's a similar one to Mod MACD, but just got a slightly different. The Murray Math midline instead of the 240 LMA. But there you go, guys. So that's the simulator in action. Hopefully that's given you a bit of an idea. You can save simulations, you can start new ones. The data is excellent. The price is pretty good. I'll put a link to it below in the video description. It is an affiliate link, so if you do end up buying it, I'll obviously get some sort of commission, but you don't pay any extra or anything like that. You can trial it, so trial it first, make sure it is for you. To me, it's by far the most superior simulator and the best way to actually forward test strategies, whether it be something like my strategies or any of your own strategies. Just be aware that not all custom indicators work on it. Mine do, so I've got no problem with that. There's a few that, especially with, like I said before, they've got the higher time frames or something like that, they may bog you down a bit. So hopefully that gives you something, food for thought and a bit of an idea, and if you can afford it, I would strongly suggest you get it. It will help your trading immensely. It gives you time on the charts. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching. If you like my videos, it's a bit stop-starty this one because I didn't do too much preparation. If you do like my videos, you're more than welcome to subscribe, and if nothing else, just hit the like button. All right, thanks very much for that. Cheers.